I think we're live on Facebook. Let me go look, or not Facebook, but YouTube. Let me see here. Hey, we are. We're live on. We are live on YouTube, and you all can see me, so I think we're good to go. I'm going to share my screen here and get rolling. We have three awesome little announcements. So for all of the folks who happen to be in the Zoom room tonight, we're doing something very special, which we never do. We never put anything on sale just to put it on sale because we highly value our PPD Club members. But since it is pre-Black Friday, Robert and I thought, well, maybe we could do something special for the people that come in that aren't club members, and maybe we'll entice you to want to be a member. But in any event, if you are in the room tonight, starting right now, this code is live on the PPD website. We have a, let me go to share my screen on YouTube. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Oop, that's not what you need to see. YouTube needs to go over to this screen. There we go. Ha, sorry. So, for all you in YouTube, for all you in Facebook, or there's no Facebook for all of you in the Zoom room, we have an open mic night session tonight. It's a question and answer session. And for tonight only, $30 off any one sequence in the Pro Layout Sequence store. Use code OMN, Open Mic Night, OMN30 Pro. And that's your coupon code. And if it doesn't work, which it should, Robert set it up before we got going. That's our special for everybody that's in the Zoom room tonight. It expires at midnight tonight. So literally from now till midnight, this is for anybody that's in the Zoom room tonight that's not a club member. But if you're in a club and you want $30 off one Pro Layout Sequence, you can do that. The other special announcement is two of three special announcements. The second one is the Trans-Siberian Orchestra Dreams of Fireflies, which is a fantastic sequence. We all know TSO is a great group, and pretty much any song that you throw on your show that has TSO written on it is going to be terrific. So we have the Pro Layout available for club members only. So this is just for club members. If you're a club member, we take care of you. 50% off for this one, Dreams of Firefly. I put this in the mailer today, and I know we sold at least 5 of them. There's 20 copies up for grabs, so I know we sold 5 of them. But use PPD Club SS, and you can go and pick out Trans-Siberian Orchestra Dreams of Fireflies. This is just for club members. So that's the two small announcements. But I want to do one other announcement. If you are a PPD Club member, this is also for you, and this is for a very limited time. I've had a conversation today with Mr. Minor Mendoza. He authorized a special sale for PPD Club members only, and it is for everybody starting today, and it expires on the 31st, on Monday, I think is the last day for it. What you have to do in order to get this special is you have to go to the Your Pixel Store setup page, the vendor affiliate page in PPD. You have to log into your PPD account. You have to be a club member, and whenever you go over to his web page, or over to his section on that web page, you're going to see that you can go and pick up, just for these next few days, 1,000 pixels, free shipping, $240. This is just for PPD Club members. There's a link that you're going to click, and that link will take you just to that page. So for the club members, go get you some really, really, really good deals on pixels. That's super exciting to absolutely get $240 for 1,000 pixels. And it's free shipping. $240 out the door. According to him, that's what he told me. I put it up on the site. Go get you $240 worth of free pixels. Well, not free pixels. I guess they're not free. 1,000 pixels for $240, free shipping. So those are the 3 major announcements tonight. And so the last thing I want to do, if you are watching on YouTube, I'm hurrying up and opening up an X-Lights layout here real quick. And I want to do a very brief review on moving heads. And what I want to do is, and I'm getting this set up right now. So, anytime now, X-Lights. Boy, it takes X-Lights forever to load. They've put so much work into X-Lights, and it's gotten so big it doesn't just pop open the way it used to. I want to review tonight the process of when you're mapping moving heads, some of the basic things, just very basic things. If you're working with a PPD sequence, one of the things that you absolutely need to do for your sequence when you're mapping a sequence is you need to start out in your layout before you even hit the import and the mapping and everything from one of our sequences. Highly recommend going into your layout and clicking on your model. And what I want you to do is I want you to look and see if your model shows the availability of submodels. If it doesn't, you need to add a submodel, and it's only one. It should be super easy. This one here, it says moving head intensity. We call the moving head intensity submodel the dimmer. We didn't do that. It was whoever created this model, and we've been stuck with it ever since for the past 3 or 4 years. So if you see moving head intensity, that's your dimmer. You want to map the dimmer to your dimmer, but you need to create these submodels. Because there's this very special reason why you have to create a submodel. And that would be for this reason. I am going to create a quick sequence, and I'm going to go to the moving head preview real quick. And I have a view here that just shows the moving heads so we don't have to search for them. So these are the 6 moving heads in the Pro layout, and then underneath of it is I have the individual submodels for those 6 moving heads. So whenever I sequence, I can just put my DMX effect down, and I can put my on effect here and turn my moving head on and off. Now, we don't use a strobe channel or a shutter channel. But many of you guys have moving heads that have those channels. I want to tell you real quick, it's a very easy process to change all of your effects when you import them from ours, because we don't have a blank channel that says shutter, so we don't turn it on. And then halfway doing it for one and the rest of them don't have it, I don't see a point in adding it now at this point. So I want to show you that the reason why it's important for you to create a submodel is because there's this fantastic thing about submodels is that you can insert layers above and below them. Now, Tom Langley's in the room here. Tom asked me this question last year, 2 years ago, and he realized that only certain effects were coming in, but not all of them. And then this year I heard the question. So when you're mapping from our sequence into yours and you're not getting all of the dimming lights turning on and off the way they're supposed to, it probably is because this needs to be expanded down here into a submodel. But if you're using what other vendors may use for their moving heads, which is this thing, it's called a block of channels. You might have these strung across the top of your display. They're popped up way up here in the air, and they're just extra channels. And those things do not allow you to add layers to them. Well, we sequence on a individual submodel. Those channels, these individual channels, it's an AC channel, it's a single channel. You can't do a layer on them. And so when you import one of our intensities into this individual channel here, it won't expand and give you the full-fledged depth of the 2 different layers that may have been used by whoever sequenced it, whether it's me or other people. Now, the other sequence team members who might use it. Now, I typically go fix my sequences so that there's only 1 layer. That way it doesn't happen. But sometimes the sequencers will do some really cool stuff and they need that effect. So they do that. And, quite honestly, that's the way it should be. But with that being said, it is super important to create a submodel. Now, how do you know how to create a submodel in a moving head? Well, this is exactly how. you're going to put a DMX effect on here, and you're going to look at the DMX effect, and if you see channels 1 through 16, all you have to do is count straight down and find your dimmer channel or find your that's basically it. You're looking for your dimmer channel because we only need one submodel, and that's the dimmer. So here in our example, our dimmer is on channel number 1. It's the first item on the list. If you look here, here's our pan channel and our tilt channel. Well, if you wanted to know what channel number or submodel you have to assign a channel to get to that, you would count down. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pan is on channel 9 for us. Tilt is on channel 11 for us. So if your dimmer is down here somewhere, and this is our dimmer, it's number 1, maybe your dimmer is down here at the bottom, this is a page of 16. If your dimmer's over on the second page at 17 to 32, then it's going to be 17, 18, 19, 20. See how here these aren't labeled, but over here these are labeled. See, this is only a 14 channel moving head that I'm using, that I'm showing you. So 15 and 16 aren't active. And that's how you can count down and figure out what your submodel channel is going to be. So how do I create this submodel? It's super easy, like it's super, super easy. You click on your moving head, and just like any other submodel, you click on, where are we at here? You got to scroll down a little bit here. We click on our submodels, and then you come down. Uh-oh, it's opened up on the other screen. There we go. And then from here, you're going to click add. Just disregard these for now. Imagine these aren't here. You're going to add, and you can call this dimmer. And it's okay. You don't have to say dimmer 1, dimmer 2, dimmer 3. X-Lights will apply that to the submodel automatically whenever you map. So you'll be able to tell or differentiate because it will be a part of whatever submodel you've dropped it into, or into the model rather. And so here's the submodel, call it dimmer. I hit the tab key that locks in the name, and then I come down here, and because we counted out what channel is our dimmer, all we did was we put that number in here. So for me, it's channel number 1. Maybe yours is where our tilt is, which is number 9 or 11. So maybe you have to type in 9, or maybe you have to type in 11. Whatever that number is, you need to enter it right here. In my instance, see how it says moving head intensity? It's set up as number 1. In my world, if I had a submodel, if I used the pan and tilt submodels, which we never do, so don't worry about making, you don't need to make these. If you want to, you can, but I never use them if you're buying our sequences. And the moving head tilt is at 11. If that were the pan channel, you would put pan channel, and you would type in whatever that number is. Here's the pan channel on mine. Pan channel on mine might be the same as your dimmer channel. So I hope that makes some sense. After you've created the dimmer, just come in here. You do have to enter a number, hit the tab key, and that kind of locks it in place. And that to me is number 1. So now if I click OK, I'm on moving head number 2. And if I come over to moving head number 2, which is right here, well, actually I can go into layout here. And you create a group. You do need to create a group. I'm going to show you that real quick. See how that says intensity, but moving head number 2 now has dimmer. What you want to do is you want to open, after you've done the model creation or the submodel creation for all of your moving heads, you'll want to gather them up. So let's say we were putting these two in a group. If we had one over here, we'll actually do that. Well, why don't we do that? Why not? Let's create one over here. Submodels. And we'll do add, and we'll do dimmer, and we'll do tab, and then we'll do 1, and then we'll do tab. So there. I know I'm basically duplicating, but you get the idea. You need to build these. Click OK. Let's say you have 2 moving heads now. You have dimmer on the top one, dimmer on the bottom one. And I'm going to hold the shift key down whenever I click on these, and that's going to multi-select. And now we can right-click and we can create a group from selection. And I call this moving, or not moving, no, MH dimmer. Or we call it MH intensity. Now, if you want to auto map, this will auto map. But after you've mapped one time and yours says, maybe it says dimmer like this, if your group name was MH dimmer and you've mapped one time, you could save that that alias before you hit OK and close the map out, and it will save it. So this is basically here's moving head dimmer. Let me go back over to the layout here. And we'll open up the display elements, and I'll go find that in the list. And then you're going to add this to your master view or your new master, your PPD master, whatever master view you use whenever you're importing our sequences. Here's moving head dimmer. And if I go down here on the list, I have a moving head view, so I don't have to see all the other garbage that's in the layout. So let's go back to dimmer here. And if I put the dimmer underneath my moving head group, because that's important, you have to put it down below. So that's another point, in your master view, your dimmers need to be below your moving heads. So your dimmer, your moving head intensity, your moving head dimmers need to be below all of your individual moving heads. That way the submodel will place effects on top of the moving head, and the moving head effects won't overtake them if something happens to be on them. In fact, if you don't do it this way, you're definitely going to have problems. So put your moving heads above, and this is in your master view whenever you copy to master. That way it forces it to be a certain way. Okay, so real quick, let's go back into the moving heads. Here's your dimmer. These are your dimmer channels, and you have your moving head here going. Let's say it is doing a pan. I don't know. It's doing a real quick. I wasn't going to sequence, but we'll sequence a little bit. So let's do 170 to 205. Oh, to 205. No, wait. We need the other one. We need this one. 170 to 205. Back to 170. There we go. That will give me a little pan. And then we can go to fine tilt, or we can go to tilt, that is, cancel. Go to tilt real quick. And we can go from here, we'll go from 30 to 125. That should be close to straight up. There we go. And so if I sequence the head and I just have them turned on, I can come down here to my dimmer channels and I can just place the on effect. And that should, oh wait. Well, it helps if I put the moving head on the moving head there we go. And there you can see how I turn on the moving head. Now, if I do something crazy, let's say I do something crazy and I put, I want to do a little shimmer, and this is a little bit of sequencing, but whatever. I could use the on effect and use black to shimmer with over top of it. So this is how the layered effects happen, and sometimes it's only specific moving heads that I like to do that on. So this is just a really quick way for you guys to see how you have to build your submodels for the moving heads, how you put them into a group called moving head dimmers, and when you map over from one of our PPD sequences, those will map directly to your submodels for your dimmers. So that's all I wanted to copy or to complete in this kind of impromptu Twinkle tip live video that we're on YouTube for right now and here in the Zoom room. We can get into more of a discussion in the off section, but as far as I'm concerned, this is more than enough information to make everybody just a little bit dangerous. So if you like the video on YouTube, give us a thumbs up and share the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, guys. We'll see you later. Take care and happy Thanksgiving, and goodbye for now.